Hello, welcome to my craft room at RHODA. Today we're going to continue on our design team project, my Western or Wild West train journal. And this is our sneaky peek of the day out of my March-April journal. Now this is a side tuck. And what you do is you go in right like that. I had taken this paper and I had dyed it out on my deck. And I used the stencil that I used on here between my papers, so you can kind of see where I had got the honeycomb effect. But this is just strips, and if you wanted to get rid of some strips, scrap busting, this is all it is. I took a piece of harder cardstock kind of paper behind here, and then I just put strips on it. And then to clean this edge up, I put a strip there. And I just went at various lengths. And so it's sort of like a pull or a whatever you call that I really like. So it can help you turn pages. But I had a few gears, so I stuck the gears on there. But that's about all it was. And you can see I didn't even put anything in it yet. But I thought you might like that idea. Might get something you can make out of that really easy. All right, to continue with our story. The last time we were together, I ended with the Jesse James story. And so he is still on his way to Topeka, Kansas. And this here was a piece from the kit, and I thought I'd make a little pocket down here. And this was a drawing I did way back when. It's just like a black and white. But it's also going to be a pocket. And I'm going to make it right up above here. So it's like a double pocket. This was from the Wild West Digital. It shows a tunnel being built into the mountainside. And let me go ahead and get this glued down real quick. Thank you for coming to visit. I hope this video goes pretty good. I'm kind of tired today. I haven't done a thing, so I don't know why I'm so tired. Maybe I need to put the air on a little higher. I might need to cool off. Okay, so we're going to put this one right up here at the top, close to the top. I want to still be able to get into it. Yeah, just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to maybe pinch that a little bit. We're going to put this right down at the bottom. Just so it's about right there. Okay. Whoa. Alright, let me see if I can get that on there. And I want to line it up on both my sides. It looks like I didn't get the thumb pull in the right spot, but oh well. That's okay. It kind of reminds me of Dingus over there where I go to do research. We have a picture of the tunnel being built there. It was about 1896. I have to get that one and put it in here. I'll have all of these pockets and things filled up by the time I do the flip through. Here, I just thought I'd leave that for like journaling area. This is a piece from the kit. And then here, our guy, he has made it to Topeka finally. So, I have this scrap piece of keys, anyhow. We're going to glue him over top of that. And we are also, before we probably do that, before we do that, I want to put this piece of washi, because I'm going to make this a flip. It's not only going to be it's not going to be a journal card, it's going to be a flip. Alright, I'll just go all the way down because I don't know where I need to end off. And I got this black and white. I thought that would work the best. And I'm going to get that down right like that and rip it. There. And what I need to do now is just trim those edges here and here. And then I'm going to, before I glue that anywhere, I got to glue him down. And this is our guy with his valise, or whatever you want to call that, getting off the train. There's the depot. He's from the big city, so, you know. This is our guy, Alexander Zang. And he's from New York. He fought in the Civil War. And so he's seen big cities before. But this is the West. It's a little different. Okay, I'm going to leave a little bit of a black edge around this. So we're going to do like that. Make sure it's down, and then we're going to, then we're going to cut it. And then we're going to cut here. There we go. Get these out of the way. And what we want to do now, I've got that all over me. I'm going to round these corners right here real quick. Right like that. Doesn't have to be that neat. You can use a corner rounder if you need to. And what we need to do is we're going to go around our page like that, and he's going to be on the other side. So let's get some glue on here so it'll hold really nice for us. And what this is going to be, it's going to be able to have writing room on the back here. Alright, how am I going to do this? I think, because I need to actually figure out where I want him to be on this side as well. So let's do right like that. Then, ooh, and of course I got some glue where I don't want it to be. There, okay. So let's push this back in. And then we're going to put a little bit more glue on it. I think I rubbed the good part off. Okay, let's flip this over real quick. And that's going to create my flip for me. Yep. Let's see if I can find my burnisher here. There we go. Now, and he is on. Yes. Now, how it's going to work is he's going to flip out like that. Just like that. And what I'm going to do is take this piece of die cut, and I would like to put it right down through there. It's the perfect size, isn't it? And it's just going to kind of take your eye away from that, that bit of washi. So let me get this glue. This is going to be a little tedious. Okay, here she is. Or here he is. So there we go. Now I may come back and do a little stenciling on the back of here. Let's just do that real quick. I know I should have done that before I put this down, but anyhow, we're just going to do this just a little stenciling, not much. Just so it's not so bland. So, this is my checkerboard. See, just a little bit. I want you to still be able to write on it. So, but yeah, I do want to have a little bit more contrast. So a little bit darker there, a little bit darker there. There we go. That works. And if you wanted to, you could go around and do the edge. Like I said, I should have done this beforehand. Okay, there we go. Now, Next on our list is, this is a journal page. We don't have to worry about that. Oh, I got a little got a little glue right there. I didn't get that cleaned up. Okay, this page I want to put a set of cards. You can see there's a deck of cards here. He's found saloons. So he's finding out what the saloons are like here. So I have this, and I've had it for a long time, Nostalgics. And I'm going to use this set of cards here and the chips, and I'm going to decorate this page. I think it's a little dark, so you can't really do much with it, but I am going to try and do something to where, I don't know if I'll use that, or if I'll just use a scrap of this, but I'm going to try to put the cards on it, and then you're able to do a tuck underneath of it. And then here, I'm just trying to work out how I could do some swinging doors for the saloon. And I'm still not getting that worked out in my head. So we're going to skip that for right now. And you might get to see that in the flip through. Because I can't quite figure out what I want to do with that. Okay, let me get this out of the container. You can't find any really neat things like this anymore. I don't know what happened where they got rid of all these. So, I think my phone was trying to fall off. I don't want you to go tumbling. Okay, so I think we're going to, maybe we'll do it like a belly band. I don't know. I might have to use that other piece of paper. That's too small. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take and we're going to cut out where I know the little cards are. About right there. Needs to go over a little further. You're not going to see this piece of paper at all, so we don't have to worry about it. Yeah, it's going to be something like that. And then I want to come down like that. But I think they're completely sticky. Maybe we'll just cut around them. Yeah, because we're going to do something like, how is that? Yeah, I need to tilt it, don't I? I need to tilt it. And we'll go, I should have put the ace first, but I didn't. Then we'll go here. Then we'll go jack. And then we'll go ace. And do I have enough room for the ace? Let's see. What if I was to just do it like that? That might work. Yeah. Okay, let me get in here and fussy cut around this. Okay, so I've got them on there. I've got them cut out. I even, went over the edges there where the sticky was going to be sticking out. And I'm going to put them right there. I am going to go and do the edges just a little bit with some brown, so they'll stick out just a tad against the background. I left a little bit of the brown edge, but not that much. Yeah, there. That'll be good. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do like gluing right here and here and maybe the tip. Let's try that. It's going to be a tuck spot that, what did I say? I'm going to do that And then I'm going to do maybe the tip. I don't know if that's going to catch it or not. Let's see. And I might just as well do a little bit up that way. Alright, so it's going to be like that. Oh yeah. Perfect. Perfect. And that's going to allow me to put something right up in there. And I'll figure out whatever it is at the end. Alright, so let's see. Let me pull these off. And they seem to have a little piece in there. It's not wanting to let go. Okay. So we're going to put that there. We're going to give it a little bit more glue. And stick one here. Get the sticky off of me. Put another one here. These just do not want to let go. Okay. Got that taken care of. Those things are sticking good. I'll stick one here. I don't know how skilled my guy is at poker. He may be kind of sorry at it. Let's see, don't want to put that there. Let's put that down here. Yeah. I don't want to mess up my little spot there. Something can go in it. Alright, so that's done. This I'm still thinking about. See, whatever goes in there is going to go in there about like that. It might be taller than it is, but it can't go that wide. Alright. What is next in our storyline? We have a few pieces that are from the kit that I need to work on this area. And we had these two journal cards. We had this journal card. And then this is actually an index card that I dyed the other day. Check that out. Let me show you my pages. So I did some index cards. And what it is I sprinkled some RHODA dye on them. I had a denim one and then a taupe one. And the denim one is definitely the one that's giving me probably the red and the blue. And maybe the yellow, I don't know. But this is how it was turning out. I also sprinkled some coffee on there. Coffee grounds. And I had these two pieces. They're for my Halloween journal. I'll probably have to iron them. But check these out. I put a index card right in the middle. That's why it has a blank spot. But check out where that kind of, it almost looks like tie-dyeing in a way. And that one, I did these on the deck, so they got to dry outside. And they're not as dark on the back, if at all. But check them out. Look at the little sprinkly kind of areas in there. So, I thought that was a different idea. I didn't want to, like, put the dye in wet and, you know, dip them in that. But, yeah, that turned out pretty good. This is the rug gripper. So, you can see how it looks. Look at that one. I think this is one of the darker ones. Yeah. Look at that rug gripper. These are going to be for some grungy and Halloween albums, journals I'm going to do. This is the one that looks like a seashell kind of a thing. It's a placemat that I got at Walmart. Aren't those cute? Oh. Very different. So, what it is this one is going to go down in this pocket that I made the other day. And what I want to do is I'm going to cut this cowl off, and he's going to go on there. instead of leaving him as a journal card. Then the horse is actually going to go on the index card to go to the back. I think the guys here with the tent, they may be going on the other side, because that's kind of where they are still building the railroad in Kansas. It actually does not get to the Colorado border until 1960 or 1870, I believe. 1870. I have to look and make sure. I got that on my notes somewhere. So we're going to put this here. Then we're going to put the horse up here. So he's going to go all the way down. I'm using his card. And I thought to name this the Flying Horse Ranch, because this is where he's interested in becoming a cowboy and wants to take and try it out. He doesn't know if he's going to be good at it. I guess he rode streetcars and things. Well, no, he was in the Army or the Civil War, so he may have rode a horse then. All right, so that's there. This one's going on the other side over here, because I thought that was good, because it's like they're still laying the tracks through Kansas to get the Transcontinental Railroad going, you know. It's still not even halfway across the U.S. almost. So these little guys, they're just going to go up here. I wasn't sure what else to do with them, so we're just going to leave them there. They're part of the crew building the railroad. All right, and then this comes out, and you can see the cow back there as well. And then you got a cow underneath. So that's why I picked this part to be him and his cowboy days. Now this I'm probably going to put on a larger journal card. I'm not going to do that at the moment. It's just going to go in here after I get that done. And then this here, this is more of my cowboy days. But what I was going to say is there were 3 million head of Texas Longhorn cattle were driven from the Kansas Pacific Railroad for shipment at the center of Abilene. So that was about 1867 to 1872. 3 million Longhorn. Can you imagine? The Wild West town of Abilene had saloons and gambling and drinking and dance halls. That's where this come in, right here. I forgot to mention that. So this here is our bronco busting, and another cowboy here. He's busting a horse. How do you say that? Bronco busting? I guess that would be it. Now this is going to go over here. It's just going to go on top. And these two, one of them is going to be, I'm going to actually double that up and put that right there and make it bigger. And that's going to be a tuck and hold this in. I just got to get some cardstock to put all that on. Okay, let me get a little glue on here. Get this put up above. Let's see. The problem with obtaining food for the laborers on the railroad, it was solved when they contracted hunters to keep a supply of fresh buffalo meat on hand. And the most prominent to perform this was William F. Cody. Does anybody know who he is? That is Buffalo Bill. And because of his work, he received that famous title. The importance of the railroad being realized as a horde of land settlers were trying to go west. All right, I'm going to fix that at a later date. This here, This is one I made the other day, and he had went to a play in Abilene, and he met this lady, Alexander did, and he was sweet on her. So he started dating her, and they went out dancing and all kinds of stuff. Well, she cheats on him. He didn't want nothing to do with another woman the rest of his life. He became single forever. But I need to do something with this. I need to put it in a pocket somewhere. Maybe I can put that over here instead of taking the little horse from the other side. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'll make that a pocket. And it'll go right down there. Alright, I've made my little pocket. I used some of my blue cardstock. That was just scrap. And I've put it on the back. It won't be seen, so we don't have to worry about it. So that's going to go right down here. And what had happened in 1870, the Kansas Pacific Railway reaches the Kansas-Colorado border with all of its tracks. And so, all of Kansas had railway. And here it's going to Missouri, the Pacific, Colorado. That's all showing right here. This is more journaling spots. And then right here, in 1869, Alex's brother Philip, he sold his business of 16 years in Louisville, Kentucky. It was the Zang Brewing Company. And he moved to Denver, Colorado in September 1869. And he acquired the Rocky Mountain Brewery in 1871, and he changed the name to Philip Zang Brewing Company. So, Brother Alex here, he decides to sell his land that he got. And he decides to move out to be with his brother. So I need to make a pocket for this big guy right here. This is one of my cool pages too that I had coffee dyed. This here was an extra that I made. I think it's upside down, see? So what I decided to do, since this has to do with him selling his land and going out to be with his brother in Colorado, this will be the pocket. And I'm going to cut it right here. I'm probably going to have to do a little bit more to it to make it the right size. But this is about what we want to start with right there. And yeah, we're going to have to cut a little bit more off. This side I think is fine, but this side here, I need to cut that off. So let me go cut it. Okay, I got it cut down, and I've got it folded in half. And you know, I think I'm okay with losing the Zang's beer, because it's on the back. It's on the back. So I think I'm okay with that. Then again, you know, I might just put it at the top. Let's do that. And we can glue this under. This will be part of our pocket. Give it strength and stability. Right there. And we'll take and we'll glue some more of that right there. How about that? I should have got a piece of cardstock, but I didn't. Okay. I like to use up anything I've got. It's just scrap, as you can see. Now, it's trying to fight me. There we go. Now let's cut that. Might use that other piece for something else. I might find exactly the right spot for it. And of course, I get into this story and I'm forever forgetting to tell you that I'm on the design team for Wonders by Wink on Etsy. And that's Kyung Shotwell. And she has these beautiful, you know, digital kits. That's the ones I'm using. So I would like you to go over and visit her and see what she has available. You know, I'm almost going for that now because of that red in there and there. Let's do that. You know, I change on the whim anyway. Oh, that works for me. How about you? All right, let's glue this down. And I want to thank everybody for coming to visit. I don't know how many pages I got left here, but I only have a couple, so we will be getting done tonight, or today. The story will be done today. All right, let's get that down. I'm going to get our Zang's beer. See, it's on the back too, so we're just going to put that up above there. Yeah, his brother had settled in Louisville, Kentucky, and he was very prosperous there. But then I guess he just decided he wanted to go to Colorado. And he picked up his wife and son, who was in the business with him, went with him. And Alex, he was about tired of being a cowboy. His sweetheart left him. So he decided he was just needing another fresh spot. So he went out to be with his brother. And these are spots. I may have a few more things I'm going to be making for this. So that may go in that bare spot I have right here or here. Then there's more journaling area. And I've still got a few pieces of ephemera over there I need to work with. This says, yeah, that Alex sold his land and decided to go be with his brother. And that's railroad crossing. I don't know why I have it on here. They'd probably do better over there. Okay, I'm going to take my little piece here. I've glued it to the back on some more of that blue cardstock. And don't you know, I just used it all up. I love not having leftovers. Okay, so this is going to be a little tuck spot, possibly for an index card or something else that they can write on. I've still got items to make for this, but it's going to be off screen, so there'll be a few surprises for you in the flip through. I love that train. And so we are at the end. What do we have here? Now, this was the first brewery, Zang's. It was the first brewery in Denver, Colorado. Pocket to cover state name. Okay, yeah. I need to make a pocket to go down here, and I'll use the rest of that over there to do it with. This piece right here. I think I like to have that Western Railway right there. That would be nice. Let's do that while I'm telling you the rest of the story. So we have it was the first brewery, and it was the largest west of the Mississippi. Isn't that something? In 1888, he sold it to British investors, and they were shut down by 1915 from the Colorado state prohibition. Yeah, that'll be perfect right there. And I need to straighten that out just a tad. Then we'll glue it together. Philip, he retired from brewing in 1889. And he was listed that same year as one of 33 millionaires living in Denver. Millionaires. Can you imagine back in 1889? He must have brought in some money. Oh, must have been a bunch of drinkers. So anyhow, he was involved in mine holding interests in a number of gold and silver mines in Silverton, Cripple Creek, and Eagle County. He was a prominent Denver citizen as well. He was also elected as a Democrat to a term as city alderman. Okay, let's get our pocket down here. I'm trying to cover up these things. I don't want you to be able to see that that's Pennsylvania. This is the other half of that same page from up front. This is only going to have a single signature in it, so I was needing to hide a few things. There's Massachusetts. Whoops. Maybe we can put him there. Cover up Massachusetts. Gosh, my husband's out there cooking and it's hot in here. I think I'm going to have to go hit the central air. Make sure it's working. Alright. I think I'm leaving that for my little tag that's going to go in there. Alright. And then Alex was apparently living with his brother, Philip, at the time of his death. And he was extremely tall. He was 6'1" for that time period. And he never did marry. He died in 1890. And his brother, Philip, died in 1899. Just a year apart. Oh, no. Sorry, 9 years apart. And they're both buried in the same cemetery in Denver, Colorado. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story. And I had a little bit more information than yesterday's. Today I'm a little off. I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm so glad you came to visit and got to hear the rest of the story. I'll do a better job on the flip through, because I'll probably go through the story a little bit again. And I'll have more in here to show you. So thank you. I'll talk to you again. Everybody have a great day. Bye-bye.